Hey guys. So, every day with all the stuff that we see, certain actresses not knowing when to keep their mouths shut, you know, forced things into the media. We have Sir Ian McKellen, who is a gem. We love him, and oh my God, this world when he leaves. When he leaves this world, I think we're all going to be grieving quite a bit. Um, but Sir Ian McKellen explains his job as an actor is not to presume to tell the audience what to think ever in anything I do. Now, this was a comment he made back in like 2003, but we're gonna go to the actual here so we can get full context of it. But Ian McKellen is Sir Ian McKellen is just a stand-up guy. He class act, and someone said in the on X, a dying breed, because you see it all the time with these older actors. And I've said this before, it's something that we are sorely missing with this younger generation. Um, Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, never that he would never presume to tell the audience what to think ever in anything I do. Um, came back came back in 2003 while promoting Return of the King. Re-uploaded in currently re-uploaded by Jonathan Watson and shared on his channel, The One Ring. Um, what is the one message that you would like to get across to audiences? The one thing that will be the legacy of the Lord of the Rings movies. Uh, I would not presume to tell an audience what to think ever in anything I do. He continued, I'm not a politician. I'm not a proselytizer. I'm not a pamphleteer. I'm an actor. I work on behalf of people who do the writing, who have the message. So, actually, my job is not to tell the audience anything. It's just to explain the person I'm playing beyond the side of the character I'm playing. Good or bad, I don't judge character. Helen provided an example. When I played Richard III, I didn't say, I'm going to tell the audience that they shouldn't like tyranny and dictators. I just got on with the explaining why Richard III turned out to be the way he was. And the same with Gandalf. Do my best to impersonate them, but I can't anticipate the audience's reactions. McKellen's comments are in direct contrast to how actors promote their films today. One need only look at a number of movies that came out this year, such as Barbie or Blue Beetle, or how Rachel Zegler is promoting Snow White. Yeah. Actress Kate McKinnon explained that to Fandango ahead of the film release, that the script was about how, like, gender roles deny people half their humanity, and how, like, we need to just be ourselves, and, like, it's like a powerful message. Ian McKellen is gay. He's not forcing that agenda on anyone. He's not saying, oh, well, if you don't like me, you're homophobic. No. He's not going to come out and be like, oh, if you don't like Lord of the Rings, you're homophobic because I'm homosexual. No, he's not doing any of that. And he's never done that, and he never will do that. And that's why people love Ian McKellen. He's very unproblematic to people. He's an awesome, funny, stand-up guy who's got class. When he's with Patrick Stewart, they're absolutely adorable together. Uh, and that's how it should be. When you promote your movies, you shouldn't be like, "Oh yeah, it's a great feminist movie," and no, promote the movie. Give us a reason to want to see it. I mean, imagine if it was Lord of the Rings, was that Lord of the Rings was being made now. He was still Gandalf, and he came out like, well, if you don't want to see the movie, you're homophobic and you don't like aren't an LGBTQ plus ally, and this movie's not for you. And like, imagine if that was said now. I'd be like, okay. And Lord of the Rings would bomb. Kind of like how Rings of Power is. Like, oh, I'm the first black female dwarf, and you don't like it, you're racist. And then what happens? So, Sir Ian McKellen, stand-up guy, class act, been around for ages. Is he gay? Yes, and we don't care. That makes him even more awesome. You know, the guy has such a great personality. You know, if you see him with interviews, he's very fun, very playful, but very well spoken. Um, and that's what we need more of. We need people like him, but that's the younger ones, this younger generation, that class and you know, stuff like that. That's just something that they can't comprehend. You know, they're growing up at an age where pulling out and shaking your tits it seems as is seen as empowering. You know, no matter where it is. So it's just a difference in, you know. Um, let's see. You have to really. Oh, still talking about Barbie. I'm not. I don't care about Barbie. Okay, looking at Blue Beetle actor Zolo, whatever, informed Empire. The goal was to create a movie for a young me and a young angel that said, "Hey, man, someone who looks like you or comes from a similar background can be a superhero." Like seriously, that's. As for Rachel Zegler promoting Snow White, the actress has made it abundantly clear what kind of message moviegoers should take away from the film. Girl power, boss bitch, I don't need no man. She said the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird, weird. We didn't want to do that this time, which it's a big part of the movie. So, and it's not Snow White. See what else we got here. When asked if the prince would even be in the film, we have a very different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story, just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie. Andrew Burnap, great dude. She continued, "It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what's actually going to be, what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is just anybody's guess until 2004, right? 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get, get cut. I think she said it could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. Reveal what the film was about. It's an inner journey that she goes on to find her true self and meets a lot of people along the way that make the journey really incredible. And apparently someone said that they're magic bandits or something. And I think I said something along the lines of, two of them are black. So, great way enforcing a stereotype, Disney. Uh, I mean, it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White. And then Gal jumps in. She's not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be dreaming about true love. So when you have people who are like Rachel Zegler opening that big old pie hole on her face she calls a mouth, and just ruining the movie for everyone. Because again, I said in the other the video, she's ruined it for everyone. The left hate her, the right hate her. Again, it's that meme with the, coming together, left, right, hatred for Rachel Zegler and Snow White. She's bringing everyone together. Why can't they just be like Ian McKellen? Just be like Sir Ian McKellen. Just keep your mouth shut. You're an actor. You are in no position. I believe Ricky Gervais said this. You're in no position to lecture people about how the world works. and what it's because you have no idea how the world actually works. Um, you have no idea how the world actually works. So you're in no position to be saying you need to do this, you need to do that, or oh, if you don't like it, then you're this or phobism. But good on Ian McKellen. Even back then, that was 2003, and I haven't heard anything with him saying anything that contradicts what he said in 2003. So good on him. Um, Actually, other comments on this? Uh, don't forget his other take when representation was all over the place. Lord of the Rick's idea: actors must share exact qualities. What was this? We're acting, we're pretending. Yeah. When was this? 2022. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Magneto. Does Sir Ian McKellen really have, those kinds of abilities? No. Is he really a wizard? At this point, he may or may not be. But, these 20-year-old comments sure are newsworthy. Top-notch blogging. Uh, but how will NPCs know what to think if he doesn't tell them? Man of culture. Thus why his Gandalf rendition will be remembered fondly, as opposed to whatever woke Gandalf, the fabulous garbage we might get from Amazon. Yeah, this is why we love him. I love this man. A class act, sadly part of a dying breed. We won't we won't see actors like this again for a while. Him being gay, he never forced anything onto his audience or fans. I've got nothing but respect for him. It's Sir Ian McKellen. Put some respect on his name, you uncultured swine. A legend. This is how you do things. I wish there was a way to tag all the actors in this. The classy generation of actors is a rapidly dying breed. Based wizard, based. It's got yeah. Protect this man forever. That's what I'm talking about. Clever. But yeah. Ian McKellen, he's just one of those Sir Ian McKellen. I don't want to be uncultured here. Um he's just one of those actors that we have. Again, it seems to be part of the older actors. No, not all of them. Um, but he's definitely one of them. He keeps his mouth shut. He knows I'm just an actor. I'm in no position to be lecturing anyone about the outside world. I go on, I read from a script, I memorize lines, and then I act. I'm up in my fancy house. I'm getting waited on. I have no idea about how the world actually works. Of course, that's not what he's saying. I'm sure he's been around the block. I'm sure he knows how the world works, but he's not going to force his ideology on anyone. Um, you've never seen him, you know, in a message or something like, "Hello, children. You know what's cool? Being gay. In fact, I think everyone should be gay. It's open and embrace your sexuality." No, he's not doing things like that. But Ian McKellen, Sir Ian McKellen, complete based badass. Whatever we get from Rings of Power and Turns and Gandalf, it's just gonna pale in comparison to this man. Um, Same thing with Magneto, and pretty much anything else that this man has been in. And again, go watch some interviews with him, and especially one's interviews with him and Patrick Stewart. Again, absolutely adorable together. Um, but just kind of a palate cleanser, all the crap that goes on. It's nice to have an actor who isn't insane, who says, it's not my place. I'm just an actor. I go in, I act, you know? It's not my job to push messages. You know, the writers write what they do. I just go out there and recite my lines like a good boy. And if people like me enough, I get a pat on the head. You know? And that's why Gandalf, or rather, that's why Sir Ian McKellen is the best boy. Um, actually, that should be a hashtag. Hashtag best boy Ian McKellen. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of Sir Ian McKellen, and if him being gay, they were like, "Ooh, everyone made a big deal about him being gay," and Lord of the Rings. It's like, and then you look, and there was like nothing about it. There was nothing, no one bringing up his sexuality when Lord of the Rings was coming out. Um, what's your favorite Ian McKellen role? You know, but yeah, it's sad day when he goes to the Grey Havens. When he gets on that ship, goes to the Undying Lands, it's gonna be a sad day. Um, anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.